Well, hello, this is Bishop Frank Stewart, and welcome to Sowing Seed into Men. It's always a privilege for me to talk to brothers and let them know what God has put in my heart to share with them. God has blessed us to be men. It's a blessing to be a man because a man is considered a leader. And it's not always easy to lead. It's a challenge, in fact, to lead. People say they want a good leader. A woman may say she wants a man who's a good leader, but when a man gets ready to lead, sometimes she don't want to follow. And so it's a tough job being a man and being a father and being somebody who has to make decisions. And I've had to make decisions that have been very painful decisions. But this is the seed today. It's when a leader becomes aware of his responsibilities. When he becomes aware. And what I mean by that, a lot of times people are doing things, but they're not really aware of the accountability that they have for what they're doing. But when you really truly become aware of your responsibilities, that leader also becomes hungry for sound information and advice relative to that responsibility. That's the seed for today. I think about when my first child was born, my daughter, while my wife was pregnant and carrying the child, I was just a youngster, and of course it was sort of humorous for me to touch her stomach and think about the fact that I was going to be a father. But when that baby came, that little girl came, and I went to the hospital and saw that baby, it's like an awareness hit me, like a ton of bricks. And the first thought that came to my mind, if nobody in this world takes care of this child, I am accountable as the father to this child. If everybody else ran to the mountain, everybody else did something else, because I'm the father to this child, I am accountable. And when that accountability hit my mind, I'll never forget. I went home and I sat on my bed and I kind of prayed and meditated and thought. I said, I cannot get out of this. I don't want to get out of it, but I couldn't even if I wanted to, even if I ran from the responsibility of taking care of this little girl, it would eat me up inside, because that is my child. I brought the child into the world. I'm responsible as a father. And when that accountability hit me about this child, I was just open for any sound information on how to be a good father, how to make my job what it was supposed to have been. And I believe that that is true in whatever position you find yourself in. If you become aware of how you're responsible for a certain kind of task or job or a profession or whatever it is, you don't want to be sloppy with it. You want to be informed, and you want to get all the information you can, because you know, really, in a certain respect, the buck stops with you as far as your accountability and responsibility is concerned. And so you want to get information. You want to find out how to do what you have been basically called to do. You want to find out how to do it effectively. And so if you find yourself being responsible for something, somebody delegated you responsibility, and you're not that interested in knowing how to do it effectively, you're going to have to ask yourself, is that what you're supposed to be doing? Because when you become aware of your responsibility, you dig hard to find out how to do what you're called to do effectively, because you know the buck ultimately stops with you concerning that task. And so keep that in mind, brothers. Whatever you're doing, if this is what you believe that you're supposed to be doing, it is your responsibility. Now you are accountable. So if you're accountable, go get information somehow through books, get information through a person who is a mentor or something, to find out how to do your job as effectively as you can. None of us are perfect, but do your best to do your best. Amen. So that's your seed today. When a leader becomes aware of his responsibilities, he also becomes hungry for sound information and advice relative to his responsibilities. Keep that in mind. If you have any response or suggestions, email me at frankstewart@ccfla.org, and I look forward to hearing from you. And so may God bless you, and I trust you tune in the next time. Until next time, you keep doing your best to be the man that God called you to be. Amen?